Welcome to yourself, most important for your in-breath, and then for your out-breath, sharing yourself with others. So many times as people say, the most important thing is you, and it's like, yes, and we can't exist in isolation. We don't exist in isolation. My laughter is watching the dance within me as I try to hold myself and realize that holding myself is my connection with all beings. That just as the in-breath is not separated from the out, you can't have one without the other. So let's breathe in love for ourselves, kindness for ourselves, or whether any other need that's up right now. Breathe it in. It often feels like, to me, that love is really underneath all the other needs, but that might not be true for you. So just let yourself breathe it in and feel it, the warmth. The warmth of loving ourselves, caring for ourselves, being present in this moment with our body, being kind to ourselves, very different from self-indulgent. Kindness could mean having an apple instead of a piece of carrot cake, or not. What does kindness feel like to you with your in-breath? Notice the feeling of the air is cold until it's warmed by our bodies, our love possibly, and then exhale, sharing our love with others, our loved ones, people we don't know very well, on email listservs, and then people we would rather not know very well. See how that changes. If it doesn't change, maybe. If it doesn't change, maybe give yourself a little bit more love and compassion on the in-breath. Notice when you breathe in the sensations of cool inside your nose. The air is cool, coming in as we bathe ourselves with love, kindness, acceptance. Our everything is here. Our everything is loved. And notice when we share our love with all beings that it's warm. Our bodies have warmed our breath. It's a different sensation, breathing out and breathing in. And it matters that both are happening. It matters that you're breathing in love to yourself. The paradox of no one else matters and everyone else matters. Keep breathing in love, kindness, compassion, health, rest, care, whatever else you need in this moment. It's here on your in-breath. As in true classic loving kindness meditation, on your out-breath, share it with your loved ones, people you don't know very well, walking their dogs. And then the people that still trigger us, but we wonder why, and why are they still triggering us? Does it really matter? And I'm not trying to guide you into a particular part with those people. I'm just saying, just breathe out the wish for love for them keep on chipping away at those stories we have about them. Question whether they're true, and then the paradox of, well, of course they're true, and breathing in for yourself, surrounding yourself with love, breathing in love, kindness, every cell of your body feeling it, breathing out and sharing it with beings that will probably never know that you're sharing your love and your kindness with them, and how precious that is. How it's a precious jewel that you're sharing with them, this warmth of your breath, this wish for all beings to know love and kindness to the depths of their souls, starting with themselves and never in isolation. Slowing down, opening up, what else matters? If something comes to mind, maybe make a note of it and then deal with it later. I know people have told me 12 minutes is like forever to stay and listen to one voice when there's so many out there. And in this moment, consider slowing down and taking another in-breath, filling yourself with whatever you need. You can't think of anything. Use love as your default. All the love that we wanted in our life that we think that we never received, and we may not have been interpreting actions as love. I've definitely changed stories about receiving love on a regular basis. Oh, maybe that was their way of expressing love. And the laughter is kind of like, oh, Barbara, honey, how could you not see them doing that as an expression of love? Well, of course, you could find thousands of people to agree with you, or you could question it. Is that love and I just couldn't see it? So keep on breathing in love for yourself, and then breathing out love for all of those people that we think we understood and think we understand now. Then keep on coming back to yourself, and then breathing out for others. Loving ourselves and loving others. It's postulated by some neuroscientists that loving kindness meditation works better alternating yourself with the people you share it with. One time there was a YouTube comment of like, you move on too quickly to others. Yes, I do. And then keep on coming back to yourself. Move on, and then come back to yourself. And eventually there's a sense of simultaneously. It's a skill that I'm not born with, and I certainly wasn't taught, to hold myself tenderly when I'm being stimulated, when I'm being triggered. It's a practice right now. I mean, if we can hold ourselves with love and kindness and share it with the world, we're much more likely to be able to hold ourselves tenderly during times of conflict. living in the state of love. Very similar to the metaphor we used on Thursday. It's where we live. It's our mailing address. And when people ask you where you're from, you say, oh, I live in the state of love. And if they haven't called the cops, you can explain more. So as we come to a close for this loving kindness meditation, consider continuing slowing down, spending at least 15 minutes now, breathing in love or whatever we're needing right now for ourselves, and then choosing who to share it with. Feeling the abundance in our own body first before we ever move on. And then when it goes into lack, breathe out knowing there's so many other people that are feeling that they're lacking love as well. We're hoping that all beings benefit from this practice. And I feel such great gratitude right now for you all being here, hanging around to the end of this session when there's so many other choices out there.